Good evening and welcome to Waterbury Career Academy, the home of the Spartans. It is the Waterbury Game of the Week, the DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury High School varsity basketball, shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. Good evening. Mitch Beck along with Frank Sweeney going to bring you an exciting game between the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans and their head coach Ronan O'Leary and the Kennedy Eagles with their head coach Ryan Sullivan. Both teams have a record of 2 wins and 3 losses, and this should be an important game for both teams as they try and get some traction. Our referee today is Ed Price. Our umpire is John Taft. So we will have the starting lineups, we will have the national anthem, and we will get underway in just about 1 minute. Stick around for the DET Sports Media production of Waterbury High School varsity basketball, shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. It's the game of the week. Stick around.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waterbury Career Academy for tonight's basketball matchup between the visiting Kennedy Eagles and your Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Prior to the game, we'd like to remind all spectators that the CIAC and NBL require us to maintain high standards of sportsmanship and appropriate conduct toward players, other spectators, and officials. The CIAC has designated the current week as Officials Appreciation Week. We would like to thank and give a round of applause to tonight's officials for the work they do to promote high school basketball. John Taft and Ed Price.
Very nice that the captains are going to go over and shake hands with all the referees, the entire team from Waterbury Career Academy, and this is Referee Appreciation Day. It's awesome. Congratulations to the CIAC for doing such a great job. And now Kennedy will shake hands with all of the both of the referee and the umpire. I think this is outstanding. So easy for guys to get heated when it comes to referees, and it's nice to show that appreciation. So we will have the national anthem, and then we will have the starting lineups. Stick around. Once again, welcome back. And we've had our national anthem. We will now have our starters for both teams.
And now, for tonight's starting lineups.
Starting for the Kennedy Eagles tonight, number 20, Kyle Brown, is a senior.
Number 25, Sean Brissett.
Sean Brissett is a junior.
Number 32, Sincere Dozier.
Sincere Dozier is a guard. He's a sophomore.
Number 33, Jaquan Jones.
Jaquan Jones is a forward. He's a senior. And number 40, David Zielinski, is a sophomore for the Kennedy Eagles. Now, for the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans, number 2 will start Zion Lott. Number 24, Jaden Stallworth, is a junior. Zion is also a junior. Rafael Prado is a senior. Lawrence Lazaro is a senior. And number 1, also a senior, Jonathan Edwards. There's your starting 5 for both teams. And we will get underway momentarily. Once again, thank you for joining us. It's going to be a great night of basketball. In case you're joining or watching Career Academy and the Kennedy Eagles here for the first time watching high school basketball, we play 8-minute quarters. I like to fill people in with all the information that they could possibly need. Should be exciting stuff here. Kennedy is wearing the dark blue and gold. They will be going from your right to your left. Waterbury Career Academy in the white with the gold. They will travel from your left to your right in the first quarter. Jonathan Edwards is actually going to jump center. He's actually a guard, but he will jump center. He'll go against Davon Zielinski. Edwards is 5'11". Zielinski is 6 foot. And it's Edwards who wins the ball back. But it's controlled by Kennedy. Brown sent in the corner. Nice fake. Brought back to the top. Jones makes a move to the middle. He tried to hit Zielinski, but the ball went off of Waterbury Career Academy and will stay with the Eagles. Inbounding is Dozier. He's looking for some help. Throws it at top, but Edwards steals it. Heads down on a 2-on-1, makes a nice move, goes off the glass and misses. It hits Lott and goes out of bounds. It'll be Eagle ball. 24 seconds off the clock here in the first. So glad to have you here with us on a Friday night. Nothing better than basketball on a Friday. There's a turnover. Brown fell out of bounds. We'll go back to the Spartans. Inbounding is Prado. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards sets up a play. Comes to the near side just in front of us. Looks for someone to help him. Gets it from Lott. Lott with the crossover. Gets it back to the top of the key. And there's a shot. Goes off the rim. And rebounded by Jones. Jones brings it and gives it off to Zielinski. Swung around nicely. An attempt made for the baseline doesn't work, but a move back around. And that's Brown with the turnover. Coming back the other way off the glass and in is Lawrence Lazaro. So we have our first bucket, and it's 2-0. Nice move by Zielinski, gives it up, off the glass, and in for Sean Brissett. Brissett lit it up in our last game where we covered Kennedy earlier this week. Spartans looking to set up. Lott goes through the legs twice in a crossover. Gives it to Edwards, kicked out wide. Nice shot for 3, goes in and out. And a nice rebound. And the shot, but it's turned over to Kennedy. Kennedy looking to come quickly back, but that ball's intercepted. Back the other way. Up and in for Rafael Prado. Here's a quick move to Dozier. He goes up, and he gets the bucket and a foul. Jaquan Jones picks up the foul. Oh, I'm sorry. Jaquan Jones did not get that foul. That was on Jaden Stallworth. My bad. Here comes Edwards with some speed. Puts himself in the corner. They give it up for a long three, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Jaden Stallworth. Dozier has 2 men on him, gives it up, and that's going to be a charge. That's Dozier's first. Jones and Edwards go head to head. Lazaro looks to make a move, gives it up to Edwards. Edwards goes hard to the hoop, puts it up and in. And the Spartans build a 5-point lead. 5:24 left in the first. And here comes Dozier, gives it up. Brown has it back, looks to go down through the middle of the key, gives it up. He loses the handle, and it will be a Spartan ball. Head coach Ryan O'Leary liked that call. Edwards setting it up. Gives up the ball. Stallworth working man-to-man. Hard move down the baseline. That's short. It goes off Lazaro. Out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Still a 5-point lead. 9-4 with under 5 minutes to go. Quickly moved by the Eagles. There's a three. That rolls off the backboard. Strong rebound. Nice move, but it comes up short. Prado with the rebound. Outlets to Edwards. Edwards pushes the tempo right down the court. Looks to go baseline, gets free, and he's fouled. That will be on Zielinski. That will be his first. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Edwards. Prepares and shoots. And that one hits both rims, both sides of the rim, I should say. There's only one rim. I did not drink before the game. There is only one rim up there. Makes a second, and it's a 6-point lead for the Spartans. Moved into the key. Nice pass, but it's broken up. It will remain with the Eagles. Dozier going to throw it in. Gets it out. Brown has it. Goes through the legs. Finds Jones. Jones makes a strong move. Zielinski for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 10-7. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Edwards setting it up. Goes through the legs. Kicks it out. Lott pulls up for 3. That one goes off the rim. Rebounded by Zielinski. Coming up is Jones. Gives it up. Dozier for 3. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. Works the baseline. Throws it into the feet. And a turnover as it hits Brissett in the feet and goes out. Our first substitution of the game. Lazaro heads out. Heading into the game is number 11, Gerald Council. He's a junior. Edwards directing traffic. Council, he stepped. His foot slid. Coach O'Leary getting on him for doing too much. Dozier going to throw it in. Gives it up to Brown. Brown passes it off to Dozier. Nice pass down low. Up and in for Brissett. Outstanding pass. 10-9. Edwards takes a pick. Goes through the middle. Kicks it out. That looked like a travel. Strong rebound. And it looks like we'll have a foul on Zielinski. That'll be his second. He's likely to come out And now a technical has been called on head coach Ryan Sullivan of the Eagles.
Technical foul, Kennedy bench, go to line, shoot 2 for the Spartans.
John Taft not happy. Very short temper. Short fuse, I should say. Not short temper, short fuse. And the first of 2 is missed. Zion Lott shooting them for the Spartans. And he misses both. Coming into the game is Carlos Cali. Taking a break is Prado. Coach Ryan Sullivan still very angry. Edwards kicks it out for 3. That one's short, rebounded by Zielinski. Jones almost lost it to Edwards, dumps it off. A nice pass to Brissett, and that's not going to count. He's going to call out on Zion Lott, I believe. Yep. So Brissett's going to shoot 2. Makes the first. And we're tied. Spartans have battled from 6 down. Some changes made. Zielinski goes and takes a seat. Coming into the game is Aaron Brioso. And Brissett makes a second, throws a kiss at the net. Lott kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards back at the half-court line. Lazaro looking to make some space. That'll be a block. That'll be called on Kyle Brown.
Kyle Brown, his first, team's 5th.
Team's 5th foul. One more. And the Spartans will be in the 1-and-1 for the rest of the half. Edwards gives it up. In the hands of Lazaro. Lazaro goes hard through the key, kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards looking for help. Gets it from Lazaro. Lazaro back to Edwards. 2:20 left in the first quarter. Council sets a pick. Edwards kicks it out to Lott. Lott has trouble handling it. Goes out of bounds. And a turnover to Kennedy.
Out of bounds, Kennedy ball.
2:12 left in the first quarter. Dozier over to Brown. Brown into the corner. There's been a lot of room on that corner. Nice dump in low, and that'll be a foul as well. Jones is, oh, excuse me. Oh, no, I was right. Jones goes to the line. Joe Council takes his first foul of the game. And Jones is going to shoot 2. Gets the first. That was kind of flat, but it rolled in. Coming into the game is number 12, Trevone Hightower. Sorry, Trevone. And the second goes as well. And a 3-point lead now. Kennedy's biggest of the game. They were down 6. And a quick move down the middle, and there'll be a foul there. That's going to go on number 21 on Brioso. He just came into the game, picks up a foul. Going to shoot 2 is going to be Hightower. Shoots the first and misses. Just under 2 minutes left in the first period. This ball will be live. Shot goes up and in. 2-point lead for Kennedy. Brown now. He makes a move down low. That ball gets popped in the air and recovered by Edwards. Edwards makes a nice move, goes straight to the hoop and dumps it in. Big jam. He went right around Brioso, and we're tied. Brioso pulls up for three, and it's short. And here comes Edwards again with 1:23 to go. Edwards gets fired up, and rebounded, jammed back by Lazaro. And I think Lazaro's going to pick that one up. He does. What a powerful rebound. Cyrus Smith checks in. Council checks out. And Brown has it now in the backcourt off the inbound from Brissett. Brissett's got it again. They play catch. Brown gives it up to Brioso. He's got Brissett open. Brissett runs out of room. Edwards went for the play. Brioso goes to the hoop and puts it home. We're tied again. Less than a minute to go. Strong move again. Nice follow. And that's rebounded by Brioso after the miss from Cali. And there's another turnover, quickly thrown back the other way. Edwards gives it up, and that bucket is put in by Hightower. Great play. Very generous there from Brown. There's a foul on Dozier. That'll be his second with 15.7 left. Coming into the game is Jaden Stallworth. Taking a seat after a very good period was Lawrence Lazaro. Inbounded. Back to Dozier. Dozier. 10 seconds left. Brown has it. Gives it up to Jones. Jones looks to make a move. Nice spin. He gets it stuffed. And with less than a second to go, a turnover turns into nothing, and we're done with the first period. After 8 minutes, the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans lead the visiting Kennedy Eagles 17-15. We'll get some entertainment here from the Waterbury Career Academy cheerleaders. They always do a nice job here. Enjoy. Nice job by the girls. So entering the second period, Waterbury Career Academy have 4 guys that have had a single penalty, foul. Meanwhile, Zielinski and Dozier have foul issues. They both have 2. Brown has 1, as does Brioso. So Kennedy's got to be very careful here. They are just one away from giving Kennedy 1-and-1s on every foul. And we're underway. Same lineups in. Hightower gets it up to Edwards. Edwards 1-on-1 with Dozier. Back up top. Nice fake, nice turn and spin and shot. That one's short. Edwards with a good rebound. He moved, but no call. There's a shot from outside that doesn't go back. Edwards gets it after a good play from Stallworth to not get back to him on the rebound. O'Leary setting things up. Smith, and nice three-pointer there from Stallworth. 5-point lead now for the home Spartans. Dozier shows a fake. Brioso has the ball taken away. 2-on-1 quickly develops back the other way. And another bucket by Hightower makes it a 7-point difference, the largest of the game. And a timeout called by Ryan Sullivan. As the Spartans are on a good run after being tied, they've opened up a quick 7-point lead. Minute 4 into the second quarter. Thank you for joining us on the CIAC Game of the Week. This DETSportsMedia.com production of Waterbury High School varsity basketball, shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. So adeptly photographed and engineered by my new best friend, Frank Sweeney. Show people, move the camera a little bit so they know that you're there. There you go. There he is. Great job, Frank. We don't show my face because it would just scare little children. All right, we're back underway. Checking into the game for the first time is Manny Escobales. He's number 10. He has it now. Eagles just seem to move the ball better when he's in the game. Good spin move by Jones, but he loses the ball, and he's fouled. They're calling that one on Prado. That's his first. Team's fifth. Not a shooting foul. Brissett throws it in. Dozier goes hard to the hoop. It's not going to count. Who'd they call that on? 21. And that's Cyrus Smith, as we talked to you about. They're now in the foul, so this will be 1-1. Dozier at the line. And it's live and rebounded by Edwards. Edwards loves to push the tempo. Sometimes gets a little out of control, but has been very good in this one. Lott looks to make a move, goes up and under, gets it down low. Prado kicks it out. There's Edwards for three. That one rolls off the rim. Nice rebound, put up and in by Cyrus Smith. He's come in off the bench and has been very strong. Dozier gives it to Jones. Nice spin move. Rebounded by Edwards. Edwards pushes the tempo, goes right through the middle. He's fouled. Took an ugly spill. That could have been a groin the way he fell. And he looks like he'll be okay. They're going to call that, I believe, on Jones. Yes, they did. It was called on Jones. That was his first. Brissett checks out. And coming in for the first time is Lennox Serrano. Both teams have 7 fouls, so we'll be shooting 1-1s. Edwards pulls up and misses. Rebounded by Brown. Brown pushes the tempo up the court, loses the handle, and gets it back. We have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Eagles, so it will stay with them, and they'll get the ball under the basket. Nice move in down low. Jones wasn't able to do anything with it. We'll get a backcourt foul. That's going to be on Kyle Brown. That's his second. And we'll go 1-1. It's the 8th team foul for the visiting Eagles. Jaden Stallworth is a junior guard. He'll be shooting 1-1. Makes the first. Lead is 10 now. Biggest lead of the game for the home team. And that looks like they're going to call a blocking foul on that. Rafael Prado's going to get called. It's his second team foul. About to check in for the Spartans, number 12, Trayvon Hightower. And number 45, Carlos Cali. Prado checks out. And Edwards gets a blow. Second shot, no good. And that's going to go off of Lennox Serrano. Turnover with 5:33 to go. 10-point lead for the home Spartans. Hightower, guarded by Dozier. Sends it across. Stallworth. Back to Stallworth. Stallworth pulls up for three and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Makes it a 13-point lead. Back the other way is Jones. He's fouled. That basket will count. That's going to go against Carlos Cali. That's his first. He's going to shoot two here, Jones is. Checking into the game is number 5, Tajmir Vines. Checking out after a good period, Cyrus Smith. Jones will shoot 2. Or 1. 1 and 1, I guess that was. I thought it was a shooting foul. But it goes out of bounds. Off of Vines, will stay with Kennedy. Quickly inbounded to Brioso, who checked in. That three-pointer is missed. Dozier takes the foul from behind. That's his third. He's going to have to go sit. That's his third. But they're saying it's his second. I have him down for 3. Checking in is number 25, Sean Brissett. They're saying it's his second. They're insisting it's his second, so we'll believe them. About to check in is John Davis. There's a shot. It's missed and rebounded by Kennedy. Nice move by Jones. He goes coast to coast. Throws it up and in. Right off the glass. Spartans come back. Edwards, who just checked back in after a short breather, goes through the legs, goes through, kicks it out. There's a shot by Stallworth for 3, is no good. Rebounded, put back up and in by Hightower. Nice move, going up and over. And a nice bucket off Serrano with the rebound after Escobali's shot. And it's a 9-point lead with 4:22 to go. Edwards moves it nicely to Lott. He goes baseline, throws it up and in with the right hand. And we're back to an 11 lead. Kennedy working their way in. That's Jones. Nice spin move on the baseline. Doesn't get the roll. And here comes the Spartans. Taken away nicely by Serrano, but turned back over again. And that's going to be a charge. Vines takes the offensive foul. Good smart play. Manny Beeman took that charge, did a good job. Oh, excuse me, that was Gavin Todd. Escobales gives it up to Brioso. Kicked out wide. The three-pointer, that's short. Picked back up again. Brissett gives it to Escobales from the foul line. His shot's no good. And rebounded quickly and all the way up to Lott, who's open, and takes the layup and puts it in. They're back up to a 13-point lead after getting it down to 9. Escobales looks to give it up, and another turnover. Lott, fast break, and a nice play by Escabales to break it up. He's trapped in the corner, tries to get it off of Edwards, goes up and over, and he's fouled. They're now in the penalty. Both teams are in the penalty. That's on Brissett. That's his first. So with a 13-point lead, Edwards is going to shoot 2. Possession hour right now favors the Spartans. That one rolls in and out. Chance to make their biggest lead of the game at 14. Edwards settles himself. Getting ready to check back in is Jones. Puts it up and in. Largest lead of the game. Jones checks back in. Brioso takes a seat for Kennedy. Here comes Escabales. Shouts out a play. Brissett puts it back down low, but gets it back. Now makes a move down the middle, and that's going to be a charge also. And Brissett takes his second foul. They should be, no, they're not. I guess they're not shooting. And bringing it up is Hightower. He's right in front of us right now. He's on Escabales. Edwards kicks it out to Lott for 3. That goes off the rim and rebounded by Jones. Edwards stays with him. Jones looks to create some space. Lott tries to steal it, does. Gets it to Edwards. Quickly off to Lott. Lott goes up off the glass. No good. Rebounded Edwards. Edwards has it pop out of his hands. And we'll have another foul. And that one's going to go on Brissett. That's his third. That's Brissett's third. He's going to have to go take a seat. Getting ready to check in to take his place is Brioso. 2:19 left in the first half. It's a 14-point bulge for the Spartans. Make it 15. Second shot coming now for Edwards with a 15-point lead. Shoots it, hits it. Now 16-point lead, largest of the game for the Spartans. Escabales gets half court. Looking to make a move. Kicks it out wide. Nicely moved. Turned around and lost and recovered. And that shot's no good. Coming with speed now. Back the other way. That was a travel. Hightower took steps. Was indecisive about whether to shoot or pass. He had Stallworth on the left wing and just lost his footing and traveled. Jones now. Back deep. Goes across the top. Throws it out of bounds. He was thinking about Davis there, but missed him. Minute 49 left and a 16-point lead for the Spartans. Hightower now. He looks at what he has. Stallworth now. Throws it in and off. Here's a smart play by Escabales. Gets it back to Jones. Jones goes coast to coast. Misses it. Rebounded. And another rebound. Jones follows it. Serrano had a chance, and he missed. That's on Cyrus Smith. That's his second. Jones is going to shoot 2. Hits the first pretty easily. Gets it just like they teach you, just over the rim. Shoots and hits the back of the rim. And the big rebound by Edwards. Edwards looking to find some help. There's Stallworth for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 18-point lead now. Largest of the game. Escabales dumped down low into the top of the key, rather. Given to Jones. Jones backs in. He spins. Tries to go glass. Gets his own rebound. And he's fouled. I think they're going to call that one on Smith. It is. And that's his third. He's going to have to go take a seat. Jones is going to shoot two. 59.4 left in the first half. And Jones misses. Council comes in for him, for Smith. Has 3 fouls. Here's the second shot. And that's missed and rebounded by Edwards. We were tied earlier a couple of times. Eagles actually had a 3-point lead at one point, but it's now 18 in favor of the Spartans. Stallworth walks it to the top, gives it up to Lott. They play catch. Back to Lott. Lott pulls up for a three and misses. Rebounded by Jones. Jones goes straight down the middle, gets the layup, and up and in. Less than 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Edwards now gives it up to Stallworth and directs traffic. Finds Lott at the baseline. He moves down the middle, pulls up for the jumper and misses. Council is there and he's fouled. No, he's not fouled. Just hits him and goes out of bounds. I thought they were blowing a whistle on that. 3.9 seconds left in the first half. Escabales throws it up to Jones. Jones spins up and over, no good. And that's how we'll end the first half. A 16-point lead for the home Spartans as we head to halftime. We will come back. We will have all the halftime stats for you, as well as the second half of the game. This is the DETSportsMedia.com production of the Waterbury High School Varsity Basketball Game of the Week, shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. Mitch Beck and Frank Sweeney with you. Stick around.
What's going on here?
It's not working.
It's supposed to go when I hit pause.
Try hitting play or record or whatever.
I'm going to call Dave back. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Something just get unplugged?
Hey, Dave, I don't know what's going on. For some reason, the DVD player is not re-recording. I hit pause. It's not saying anything. I'm just getting like a flat screen. I can't. What was that? Oh, but the game's about to start. Hit the power button. So do you need to hit record or? Oh. All right, power button. That's the red button on the top right of the remote. Okay. Okay. I see DVD. It does. It does.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right, Dave, I'm sorry. Okay, so, all right, hold on. Do you need to hit record now? Okay, it's loading right now. All right. Rough thing is they're about to play in a little bit. Okay, it's loaded, so I'm gonna hit record. I do see a record button. All right, record button's over there.
Okay. All right, we're ready to go for the second half. We'll give you the stats momentarily. Welcome back to Waterbury Career Academy as we get underway in the second half. Edwards now is taking his Waterbury Career Academy Spartans now from your right to your left. Nice move by Edwards, dishes off, and that's going to count. Lazaro with an outstanding move. That's Brown's third foul. Kennedy having some foul trouble. They now have two guys with 3 fouls. That's Brown and Brissett. Dozier has 2. And the roll goes. 19-point lead right now, largest of the game. Up at the top of the key. Brown gets it down low to Jones, give and go. And we're going to get the charge, no basket. That's going to go on Brown. And that's his 4th foul. He's going to sit. That's going to hurt Kennedy. Coming back in is Escobales. 19-point deficit now for the visiting Kennedy Eagles. In the first half, Jonathan Edwards had 8. Gets it off to Lott. Lott works his way in, loses control, and gets it back to Edwards. Edwards sets things up, works hard going. That looked like steps. He got away with it. That shot from 3 is no good. Stallworth tried it there. Escobales holds up, gives it to Jones, cutting through the middle. He throws it up. It's short. And rebounded by Prado. Here comes Edwards. He loses the handle. He's going to say it went off of Zielinski, and it stays with the Spartans. Edwards had 8. Zion Lott had 4. Hightower had 7. Lazaro had 4. Stallworth had 13. Prado had 2. Smith had 2. That should be a walk, but they're going to call a foul instead. That looks like it's going to go against Zielinski. Oh, that's going to be on Escobales. That's his first. First shot is missed. In the first half, Zielinski had 3. Jones had 11. Brissett had 8. And Serrano had 2 for Kennedy. Here comes Kennedy now. That's Dozier. He pulls up for the jumper. That's missed. Strong rebound by Jones. He puts it back in. And back we go. 17-point deficit for the visiting Eagles. Both of these teams are 2 wins and 3 losses. I don't know how Edwards got that far without dribbling, but game evolves. Escobales. There's a 3 for Dozier. That falls short off the rim. He followed his shot, but it goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to the Spartans. Sometimes these games, they evolve and they change. A lot of the way these kids dribble now, when I played back in college, it was called turning it over, and you would be whistled for that. But not anymore. I still am stunned that Edwards got that far and wasn't called for anything. Lott now rebounded and brought up. Dozier gives it up, and Brissett goes hard to the rim and puts it in off the glass. 5.5 left in the third quarter. See if you notice right there how he's turning it over. That used to be a foul. Here comes Escabales off the turnover and off the glass. And there's two missed. Dozier, he gets the basket and he'll get a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Hits on the elbow. That's going to get called on Lazaro. That's his third. He lined up Escabales the entire time when he was going. Escabales went down hard, but the rebound went to Kennedy, and that's where the foul occurred. Just to finish the point that I was saying is that back in the 70s and 80s when I played, back in college, a lot of these things that you get away with, you could not go that far. It was a step and a half. You get a step and a half, that was it. Now you get a quarter of a mile. And the turning the ball over, you couldn't do that. It was called palming the ball, and you couldn't do that. But that's completely changed. I think that dates back to Michael Jordan, who used to get away with that all the time, and now it's pretty much accepted. But as an old-timer who played so long, it just still looks awkward to me. It still looks like you should be calling that. This walk down memory lane was he makes it. And it's a 16-point deficit. Edwards passes it out wide to Stallworth. Stallworth trying to find some room. That looked like a double dribble. And the bench, the Kennedy bench, pretty upset. That's going to be a foul called on Jones. That's his second. Coming into the game now is Smith. Lazaro takes a seat. Both of them have 3 fouls. Edwards is in the backcourt with the ball. Goes behind the back, through the legs. Stallworth pulls up for 3, gets some rim, and that's going to be a 4th foul. That's the 4th now, I think, on Smith. And as quickly as he came in, he's going to need to go out. That's his 4th of the game. Escabales kicks it out. Dozier with the fake. Gets it into the corner and gets it back. That was Zielinski. Dozier goes hard to the rim, and it doesn't fall for him. Rebounded by Prado. And back to Hightower. Edwards throws it into the corner. Stallworth has it, gives it back to Edwards. Edwards working Escabales. Escabales with a good job. That's going to go against Edwards. And that's his first. Stallworth checks out. Coming back into the game is Lott. Almost picked it off. Dozier now gives it up. Brissett. And Zielinski for 3 is good. It's down to an 11-point lead. Kennedy fighting their way back into this one. Nice move, gives it back to Lott. Lott back to Edwards. Edwards to Council. Back to Lott, who fakes a 3, goes down the middle, lays it up and in. Nice move. Escabales brings it into the forecourt. See, now that would have been a palm when I was playing. Dozier for 3, and he hits it. 10-point now. They've cut it in half, Kennedy has. Edwards drives hard through the middle, dishes wide to Council. Council gives it up to Lott. Lott tries to work the middle, kicks it out wide, back to Council. Council gives it to Edwards off the bounce pass. Edwards Goes by Zielinski, kicks it out wide for three for Prado, and that goes off the top of the rim. Come back is Kennedy. Gives it to Escabales. He goes off the glass. The rebound taken by Council. Lott tried to run with the ball before he had caught it, and he goes out of bounds. It'll be Kennedy ball with a chance to cut it under 10 for the first time since early in the second quarter. There's a three, and it goes off the rim. Lott with the rebound. Lott goes by Brissett. Lott kicks it out wide to Prado. He sets up for a three, and that's off the back of the rim. That's going to go out of bounds off of Hightower. Escabales winds up in the stands. Says hello to some of the parents. He waved at us as he walked by. Coming into the game is Carlos Cali. Prado goes and takes a seat. Ball will stay. Gerald Council gets it in to Siobhan Hightower. Hightower comes to center court, moves to the far side, gives it to Council. Lott trying to move the ball, kicked out wide to Cali. Edwards goes baseline with a spin move, goes up and in. Nice move up the court, quickly moved. Brissett goes off the glass. Escabales now goes right down the middle, dishes off. Jones gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line. I think they're going to call that one on Edwards. If it is, it'll be his second. I think they just called a technical foul. Looks like they did call a technical foul. That's going to be on Hightower. Didn't like the call, argued with the refs. Used some language he shouldn't have. If you saw Major League, I think it was that. So Jones will shoot. Misses the first. 12-point deficit for the Eagles. They had cut it down to 10. Minute 49 left. He makes the second. And I guess they're going to call a technical also. I think it was on Jones. And shooting that one is Lott. If it was on Jones, it was, hits his third. And Lott misses both of them. So it's 11 points. Spartans will have the ball. Council's going to throw it in. He'll go to Hightower. And with a minute 47 to go in the third quarter, Council goes hard, goes up and high off the glass. Nice play as well, and continuing to rebound. That's going to go on Zielinski. That'll be his third. Lots and lots of fouls in this game. Timeout called by Ryan Sullivan and the Eagles. So Kyle Brown has 4 fouls. Daven Zielinski has 3. Jaquan Jones has 3. Sean Brissett has 3 for the Eagles. For WCA, Lazaro has 3. Prado has 2. Smith has 4. Teams are going to have to watch this. Kennedy has 1 more foul, and then WCA will be in the penalty and getting one-on-one for almost the entire fourth quarter if they take another one close. They got it to within 10, did Kennedy. It's back to 11 with a minute 36 to go. Free throws coming now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No free throws are coming. It's an inbound. Stallworth's going to throw it in. Edwards gets it up top. Hightower back to Stallworth. Stallworth swings it around. Lott's got it. He makes a crossover move, throws up a shot. It's short. And a turnover. And now a foul. I think that's going to go on Lott. It is. That's his second. So the team's fourth. They still have fouls to give. Escobales goes between the legs. Dozier over to Zielinski, swung around. Brissett. Zielinski, now Dozier. He goes down the middle, and he throws it up, and he's fouled. That's going to go on Callie. That'll be his second. I have a feeling they're going to call a foul on me. At this point, everybody in the building practically has had a foul called on him. Why not me? Dozier misses the first. Coming into the game is Vines. Checking out is Callie. Dozier will shoot the second with an 11-point lead. For the Spartans, it's now 10 with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Lott gives it out to Edwards. Edwards goes hard to the hoop, dishes, and a big block by Dozier. It's off of him. They're calling a foul? Okay. That's on Dozier. That'll be his third. I thought it was a good solid block. But right now, for the rest of the game, Spartans will get the advantage because the Eagles are in the penalty. That was a shooting foul. So he'll shoot two. Brissett checks out. Jones checks back in with his 3 fouls. Vines gets his second shot now and misses. Rebounded by Edwards, who goes back to the hoop. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. So they'll retain possession with 50.8 left in the third. Quickly inbounded and swung around to the top. Lott moves it nicely to Stallworth for 3, and he buries it. Huge shot. Jones goes up, missed. Nice rebound. There's going to be a foul. Oh, they're going to call the jump ball. Vines getting tied up. And it will stay. Serrano gets it in bounds. Dozier thought about a shot. Gets it to Escobales. Back to Dozier. And there's a 3. Zielinski makes it a 10-point lead with under 20 seconds to go. They started the period down 19. And now down 10 with 10 seconds to go. Under 10. Trying to work a shot. Escobales with excellent defense. Stallworth. He's fouled. And that's going to get called on Escobales. That's his second. And it'll be a shooting foul. Be 1-1. Stallworth will go to the line with 2.2 left. Coming into the game for the Spartans is number 14, Carmelo Mojak, Mojicao. Miyako, I would guess. And it's good. Makes it 11. Miyako, I think that sounds pretty close. Frank looking at me like I just asked him which political party he's in. 2-1. And Jones gets it. That's going to count. That's going to count. That's a 3 from half court for Jones. And it's going to count. Cuts the lead to 9. That one was good. 8 minutes and a 9-point deficit for the visiting Kennedy Eagles. They started the period down by 19. They've cut it down to 9. Nice job again by the Waterbury Career Academy cheerleaders. Wow, what a way to finish. Making new fans with new fans, right? Yeah, she's all excited. She's like, I wish I wasn't sitting next to this loudmouth guy, but it was the only seat available. So she's stuck next to me, hearing these wise-ass comments. That's right. So she's like, if I'm looking at something else, I can just hear the wise guy in the corner giving the play-by-play. All right, we got 8 minutes to go. A 9-point deficit for the visiting Kennedy Eagles. The Waterbury Career Academy Spartans start the fourth with the ball. Lott gives it up to Edwards. Edwards thinks shot for a second, pulls up, looking to work the ball down the middle. He does, kicks it out wide to Lott for 3, and he hits it. There's a reason this is the game of the week. Escabales gives it up. Zielinski gives it up to Dozier. Up to Escabales in the corner. Back to Dozier. Gets it down low. Jones gets fouled and it'll count. That's going to get called on Vines. That's his second. Team sixth. They have one more to give. It's a 10-point lead. Vines comes out. Back into the game now is Lazaro. He's got 3. And it's good. Completes the 3-point play. It's now a 9-point game. Lott's got it. Hightower now. Tries to work it. There's Lott. Lott crosses over to Edwards. Edwards looks. Tries to work Dozier. Spin move. Dishes wide. That's Lott for 3. That's no good. Edwards with a rebound, but he falls down, and he counts as a travel. Kennedy with a chance to cut it to 7 or 6. Escabales. There's the 3. Rebounded by Lott. Gives it up to Stallworth. Stallworth goes hard. Gets his own rebound. Throws it up twice. And here comes Escabales. Gives it to Jones. Jones goes to the hoop. And it's an 7-point lead. And a timeout called by Ronan O'Leary. Starting the second half. Waterbury Career Academy led by as much as 19. It's now 7. Quite an effort from the visiting Kennedy Eagles under Ryan Sullivan. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock. Eagles are in the penalty. They've got 8 fouls. And the home Spartans have one more to give. They have 6. And then Kennedy will be shooting 1-and-1s. So glad we could have you here today. Mitch Beck, along with the baddest man on the planet, Frank Sweeney. I'm getting heads turning. I am that weird. Trying to have some fun. 6:28 to go. And a 7-point deficit for the Kennedy Eagles. Thank you for joining us on the CIAC Game of the Week on DET Sports Media. And our production of Waterbury High School varsity basketball is shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. Kennedy inbounds, and the clock is running. Edwards now gets half court. He's working Dozier. Screen is set by Prado. Kicked up top for a long three. That goes off backboard. And we have a foul. That's going to get called on Dozier. That's his fourth of the game. Edwards is going to go and shoot 1 and 1. One more by the Kennedy Eagles, and every foul will be a 2-shot foul. Edwards lines up the first, shoots, misses. Rebound is loose. Escobales picks it up. He gets it to Zielinski. Zielinski goes hard to the net. It goes! And a foul. 5-point lead. Chance to cut it to 4 for Zielinski. Foul on Ion Lott. That's his third. Zielinski with a chance to cut it to 4. That's up. That's hard off the glass and rebounded by Stallworth. Still now a 5-point lead. Edwards now going to work Dozier. Ryan O'Leary calls out the play he wants to see run. Lott for a long three. Nothing but net. Dozier now sends it into the corner. Zielinski feeling it. Goes off the board. And a turnover coming back the other way. Hard to the glass. And good. There's a quick 5-point turnaround. It's now a 10-point lead. Long three for Dozier. That's short. And rebounded by Waterbury Career Academy. Edwards. It was 5. It's now 10. 5:09 to go. And it was picked off. Jones all alone gets the layup and cuts it to 8 off the turnover. Under 5 minutes to go. Ronan O'Leary, getting his team to settle down. Edwards goes up, and Jones takes it away. Dozier goes hard to the net, and it's good. 6-point lead now. 4:36 to go. O'Leary wants his team to settle down. Edwards gives it up to Lott. Lott looking to work Escobales. He pulls up for 3. Goes in and out. Rebounded by Zielinski. Zielinski comes across, spins. Turnover. Gets it to Stallworth. Stallworth to Edwards. 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. What an exciting game this has been. Lazaro kicks it out to Lott. Lott steps in, pulls up, shoots. Off the rim, Zielinski gives quickly up to Escobales. And here comes Kennedy. Dozier finds Jones in the middle. He spins, goes to the hoop, and draws a foul. He's going to shoot 2. That's going to go on Prado. That's his third of the game. And they're going to shoot 2 now. Chance to cut it to 4. And he misses the first. Council is going to come in. And so will Cyrus Smith with 4 fouls. Prado goes and takes a seat, as does Lazaro. Here's the second. And it's good. It's a 5-point lead. What a tremendous game this has been. 2 teams just battling as hard as they can. Kennedy dug a big hole. Can they dig themselves out of it? Let's stay and find out. Lott. It's working Escobales. Council picks. There's a 3. And it's good. Escobales now brings it into the forecourt with 3:21 to go. Jones gives it up to Brissett. Brissett works it, kicks it out wide. Zielinski, his long three is no good. And rebounded by Smith. Smith brings it up and gives it to Lott. It's an 8-point difference. Edwards goes through his legs. Nice spin move, goes back towards the hoop. It's no good. And we should have a jump ball. Nope, we're going to get a foul. That's going to go on Council. That's his second. And this will be 1-1. Back into the game is Dozier. Taking a seat is Brissett. Zielinski's going to shoot 1-1. 2:52 up on the big clock. And an 8-point hole now. Chance to cut it to 6. And he misses. Big rebound by Smith. Zielinski was lucky he didn't get called on that, reaching in. 2:45 to go, an 8-point deficit. Waterbury Career Academy moving the ball. Stallworth gives and goes, and we'll have a foul. That'll be on Jones. That'll be his 4th of the game. Brissett's going to come back in. Smith is going to shoot 2. Zielinski's going to take a seat. Makes the first. Brissett comes back in. It's 9 points with 2:33 to go. Council steps out. Stepping back in is Lazaro. Smith with a chance to make it 10, and it goes. 10-point lead with 2:32 to go. Dozier sends it to Escabales. Worked around to Brissett. He shoots for 3 and gets it. And we have a timeout. That was Kennedy calling the timeout. There's 7 points down with 2:19 to go. Entirely possible. Here on the Game of the Week, CIAC. Mitch Beck and Frank Sweeney bringing you all the sights and sounds. Frank, now the most popular guy here at Waterbury Career Academy. You should call him like the dancing cameraman. Everybody's got to have a marketing tool. He's now branded as the dancing engineer. I haven't seen anybody this desperate for attention since I looked in the mirror. 2:19 to go, 7 minutes, 7 points is the deficit. Thank you for joining us on a Friday night. It's been such a pleasure to bring you such a terrific game, the CIAC Game of the Week on DET Sports Media. And this is Waterbury High School varsity basketball shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable 16. How will this one finish? Stick around and find out. 2:19 to go, a 7-point deficit. And WCA will start with the inbound. Now, I don't know why Edwards let that happen. That was weird. You want the clock to run if you're Waterbury. Stallworth up to Lazaro. Lazaro weaving. Kicked out wide. Three-pointer is good. Under 2 minutes and a 10-point lead now. Nice move. Escabales for 3. And he doesn't get the rebound or get the shot. The rebound heads out to Smith. And Smith coming back the other way. He's going to get called for the charge. That'll be the 5th on Smith. Checking out of the game is Serrano. Back into the game is Zielinski for the Eagles. Timeout called. Up. That timeout is disallowed. Ryan Sullivan was calling for a timeout. His team was not paying any attention. Zielinski goes baseline, gives it out to Jones, and it goes up and in. 1 minute and 32 seconds. Timeout is called with great enthusiasm by Ryan Sullivan. Referee acknowledges it this time. O'Leary now talking to the umpire, John Taft. So a minute 31 and an 8-point deficit. Possession arrow favors Kennedy. What a terrific game this has been. Two teams struggling for identity, looking to get to 500. Kennedy was very close throughout the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, the Spartans pulled away, built themselves up a 19-point lead. And as is the case a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time, you lighten up. You're trying to go for the kill, and you actually start getting a little careless. And I think that's what happened in this case to the Spartans. Kennedy fought hard, got themselves down to as much as 5. And right now the difference is 8 with a minute 31 to go. Spartans will inbound. Full court pressure coming here from Kennedy. Edwards has it. Zielinski. They're going 3-on-3. Dozier on Edwards. Goes by, goes down the middle, kicks it out. 3! No good. Rebounded by Jones. He's trying to go coast to coast. He does, and he's fouled. Foul is called on Stallworth. That's his second. He'll shoot 2. Chance to cut it to 6 with a minute 9 up on the big clock. That goes off the back of the rim. Lazaro checks out. Checking back in is Trevon Hightower. Jones needs this one. And it's short, rebounded by Zielinski. But it's a lane violation and a turnover. Oh, there's a foul called. I'm sorry. I thought it was just a lane violation, but it was a foul. So Council will shoot 2. In a sense, if he could miss these, it could actually help Kennedy because no time came off the clock. Council shoot 2. Oh, they called one. He makes the first. I guess that was their 10th. So from here on out, it'll be 2. 9-point deficit, 3 possessions. And 10. Big baskets on the free throw line from Council. 10-point deficit. Dozier moves. And that's rebounded by Edwards with a minute to go. Good chance to eat some clock here. Edwards spins, kicks it back out, and gets it back. Plays a little catch with Hightower. 39 seconds to go. Edwards just dribbling it away. Gives it to Council. They swing it around. with 28 seconds to go. And a foul. That'll be on Zielinski. That'll be his fifth. He's fouled out. Oh, Smith is fouled out, and now Zielinski is fouled out. .27 seconds on the clock. It's a 10-point deficit. Spartans should be the team to wind up out of here at 500. But stranger things have happened. So we'll see how this plays out. Checking into the game is Serrano to replace Zielinski. Hightower is going to shoot 2. Pretty much assured that this one is over if he can make them. Nope, misses the first. Gets ready for the second. Goes up and missed. And a foul. That's called on Lazaro. That's his fourth. So shooting 2 now will be Lennox Serrano, a freshman, with 26.4 to go. Needless to say, he needs to hit both of these. Shoots the first. That one hits the back of the rim. Prepares for the second shot. It goes up and off the back of the rim again. And a turnover there by Jones. 10-point deficit for the visiting Eagles, or a 10-point lead, depending upon how you're looking at it, who you're rooting for. And there's a foul. Escobales. Jonathan Edwards is going to shoot 2 with a 10-point lead, 21.5 on the clock. See what Edwards can do here. Shoots the first. That's off the back of the rim. Pulls up and shoots and makes it. It's an 11-point difference with 20 seconds to go in the game. Dozier goes coast to coast, gets the bucket quickly to cut it to 9, and a timeout with 15.1 to go. Woodland scout knocks something over. We'll call him out on it on the broadcast. Why not? 15.1. I'm a vindictive guy. What can I tell you? So 15.1 on the clock. It's a 9-point deficit. If you're the Spartans, you just want to move the ball as quickly as possible and just keep away for 15 seconds. Don't let them foul. Just burn out the clock. If you're Kennedy, you need to foul quickly. I mean, like immediately. Can you do it before the clock starts? Edwards tells his teammates what he wants. On the inbound, Lazaro's going to inbound. They get it to Edwards. And we finally get the foul. And it'll be on Dozier. He's now fouled out with 10.9 to go. He's fouled out. Coming in is Brown with 10.9 left on the clock. So Edwards is going to shoot 2. Looks like the Spartans will get to 500 at 3-3. The Eagles will drop to 2-4. Makes the first. Makes it a 10-point lead. Edward goes to give a 5 to nobody who's there. I guess if you get into a rhythm with something, you just do it. All right, Edwards shoots the second and makes it. Makes it an 11-point difference. Escabales on Edwards gives it up. Brissett for 3, and that's no good. And with 4 seconds to go, that'll do it. And our final score, the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans take it 75-64 over the visiting Kennedy Eagles. So thank you very much for joining us on the CIAC Game of the Week on a Friday night. This DETSportsMedia.com production of Waterbury High School Varsity Basketball is shown exclusively on YouTube and Waterbury Cable Channel 16. For Frank Sweeney, this is Mitch Beck saying thank you very much for joining us. We'll catch you again soon. Once again, the final score, Waterbury Career Academy Spartans 75, Kennedy Eagles 64. Good night, everybody.